Good evening, Orlando, Zimbabwe. Something has, in recent weeks, has come to my attention where some people are criticizing me in my stance on the recent Black Lives Matter protests, where I have instead chosen to highlight African Lives Matter or Zimbabwe Lives Matter, which I have for the past 3 years on this very Facebook page. Being a Murungu in Africa and not supporting Black Lives Matter in America apparently makes me a racist, and I shouldn't be voicing my opinion. Pokutanga, inini handizi politician, so quite honestly, I don't need approval or someone's vote, and I am therefore privileged to be able to taura what I want, when I want, and how I want. Maonero angu, kana usinga zvifarire hazvititadzise kudya sadza inini newe. Why does one group of people get angry at another person because they don't support their cause? Perhaps the person is already busy with a similar campaign. Perhaps they're already fully committed to something else. Perhaps they don't agree 100% and they feel that it's better to keep quiet. Or, and this is the main reason, perhaps vakaona kuti muri kushandiswa by the very same people you are now trusting. What is wrong in asking, do Black Lives Matter only in America? Only American Black Lives Matter? More specifically, do they only matter if taken by a white American, corrupt, racist police officer? Where is Black Lives Matter in Africa? In Zimbabwe, police brutality is on another level, and it has been like that probably since independence, or at least the past 30 years. Some of those in the diaspora, including me, have forgotten about the brutality experienced by Zimbabweans back home. You want to see what police brutality is? Come to Zimbabwe and protest the way the Americans are protesting in their cities and towns at the moment. You will have a new appreciation for policing in America. Kwete muno, but ku Zimbabwe, muno butsurwa, shot, arrested, beaten, abducted. And that's if you are even given permission to protest in the first place. A few weeks back, a friend, their relative, was so badly beaten by the police and army that he is now permanently disabled and cannot use his one arm. What was his crime? He went out in curfew to report the family death in his house and wanted the body to be recovered or taken to the mortuary. That was his crime. He's now permanently disabled. Then I get comments and inbox messages from some people. I'll share 2 of them with you. Pane kamwe kabhunu kanogara Cape Town. I badly want to say his name, but I won't. But imata zvake. Kanondituka kachiti, ya Brett, iwewe hauna basa ne Black Lives Matter chichichi, Facebook page yako uri kuhwanda nekuti chokwadi hachisi kubuda. Well, iye nemhuri yake yakatiza Zimbabwe, some of them even before independence, nekutya vanhu vatema. Mhuri yake yakatiza nemari yakawandisa, mari yakaitwa muZimbabwe, yakashandirwa nevanhu vatema muZimbabwe, mari ichiendeswa kuEurope, kuSouth Africa, kuAmerica, ichitenga dzimba, ichitenga mota, ichitenga mabusiness, ichiiswa kubank account ikoko kunyika dzimwe. Interest inoberekwa pamari iyoyo mumaaccount ikoko inotumwa kuno kuAfrica, iye agere zvake kuCape Town, ana maid, ana garden boy, ana cook, zvese izvo anazvo, zviri kubhadharwa nemari iri kuberekwa, mari yakakandwa kuEurope, yakashandirwa nevanhu vatema muZimbabwe. Really? Nhasi nekuti wakagarika, ndo pauri kuda kuonekwa kunge une rudo nevanhu vatema. Asi pamanga muchiri kuZimbabwe ikoko, maishandisa vanhu vatema kuita mari yenyu, mobva matora mari iyoyo mabva maenda nayo. Did Black Lives Matter to you then? Muchifunga here nezvavanhu vatema back then? So who's the racist? Inini nechokwadi chandiri kutaura, saying kuti African lives matter, Zimbabwean lives matter. Kana kuti kabhunu kakaba mari dzeAfrica akadziendesa kuEurope, ane mapassports 2. They now sit in their mansions in Cape Town and portray themselves as if vane basa neupenyu dzevanhu vatema. Who's the racist now? The other guy, boy zvake, akazvigarira kuEurope kana kuAmerica, akati, yeah, Brett, tazokubata, iwe hausupport Black Lives Matter, uri muRhodesian, I hope haufa wakawana famu yako futi. Chokutanga plus, pane vamwe varungu vanga vasina famu. And to think that all white people are farmers makes you the idiot. Family yedu haina kana famu. Ipai mafamu kwa vanhu vanogona kurima. Chechipiri, kana ndikabvunza kuti why are Black African lives not important? Mibvunzo. It's a question. Haizi statement. Kana usingakwanise kupindura, uri kutaurirei. Siyai vanogona kupindura vapindure. Handiti. Maybe you'll learn something. Chechitatu. And these are a couple of things that I want to highlight that would be very different if Black lives actually did matter in Africa. Zvibvunzei. Dai upenyu hwevanhu vatema wakakosha, sei Black Lives Matter isiri kuridza ngoma nezviri kuitika muZimbabwe, kuAngola, kuUganda, kuCongo, kuLibya, vanhu vatema vari kufa vangano pazuva in Africa. And not even nemapurisa kana masoja, no police brutality. Vari kufa nekuda kushaya mushonga, kushaya zvokudya. A few weeks back, small babies dying in hospitals because hakuna ventilator. Imagine, in Harare, out of 8 babies that were born in one day, 7 died. 7 died. Imagine if that happened in America. Imagine what would have happened then. Ma-celebrities vese zvavo nemazimari avo kutadza kubatsira vanhu kuAfrica, but vachipopota kuAmerica. In Africa, Black Africans survive on less than $1 a day. Panoitwa hashtag here kana vanhu vari kufa nenzara kuAfrica, kana kuti hashtag ndeye kuAmerica chete. A few things I want to mention. If Black lives mattered, why do they take our smartest citizens and sponsor them to go and live in Europe and America? When a student excels at school or university here in Africa, even in sports, what happens to them? Anopiwa scholarship ku Europe kana ku America. Sei mwana asingade kudzidziswa kana sei asingakwanisi kudzidziswa munyika maakazvarwa? So, because Black Lives Matter, vanotora our best students and take them kunyika kwavo, give them free education, free opportunity, results in residency eventually and citizenship. Apa munhu aenda, never to return unless ari paholiday zvake. Saka nyika yedu inodevelopwa nani? When all the brains are leaving one by one by one. Apa tinotendera zvinhu zvakadaro, kupembera kuti mwana haashua awanikwa akwira ndege, we are happy that they have escaped Africa and poverty. How does Black Lives Matter help those who are left behind in that country? We are given aid and loans in Africa, aid and loans to our corrupt, thieving governments. Mari yacho yobiwa kana yoshandiswa nerafu. Even with those loans, hakuna development. Turikupiwa mari, but development haisi kutombooneko. Saka, why are we borrowing the money in the first place? Those lending us the money vanoziva kuti hatifi takadzorera mari yacho. It is their way to control us. They want Africa to always be reliant. They want Africa to always be poor. Nekuti vari kuda ma-resources edu. Talk about, I can't breathe. Yeah, I can't breathe. Let me make a statement. Tiri kutadza nekufema nekuti tiri kudzipwa nezvikwereti. Tiri kutadza kufema nokuti tiri kudzipwa nezvikwereti. Where's Black Lives Matter there? We have mineral resources, plenty. Tinotopembera tikawana ma-investors vanosvika kunoku kuzobvisa platinum yedu, kuzobvisa gold yedu, kuzobvisa ma-diamonds, iron ore. Asi if hatikwanise kutiitira zvinhu zvedu tega, if we ask, guys, please, can we process these minerals here in Zimbabwe or in Africa? If we want to make our own steel out of our own iron, kana tichida kugadzira ma-rings, ma-jewelry, ma-necklace, ne-gold yedu, ne-diamonds yedu, kana tichida kuita anything nezvinhu zvedu, we are told kuti no, takutaurisa, we can't do that. Tofanwa kuendesa timber yenyu chi, tofanwa kuendesa ma-resources enyu chi kunyika kwedu, togadzira zvinhu, tozokutengeserai nemari yakakwira. Where's Black Lives Matter there? Miti muZimbabwe dzinochekwa kumutare for, let's say, $50 a ton. Handiti dzobudiswa muZimbabwe. Furniture yoko dzoswa ichitengeswa $5,000 per ton. Asi tashaya makapenta muZimbabwe. Tashaya carpenter anogona kugadzira furniture muZimbabwe. Tashaya munhu anogona kugadzira ring, diamond necklace muZimbabwe. Where is Black Lives Matter when African countries are not allowed to process their own resources? And if they do, if there is an African president who says, I want to process the resources in my country, Europe and America sponsor a coup against those independent thinkers. Vanofa. When African leaders and business people steal, externalize all their money, do they deposit it in South Africa, in Nigeria, in the Congo? Nope. Kwete. Mari yese inobiwa mu Africa inoendeswa ku Switzerland, ku UK, ku Belgium, ku Europe, ku Germany, all those places. And it is allowed by international law. Imagine kana munhu mutema anobva ku Africa akaenda ku Europe kana ku America akanoba mari ikoko, akatora mari yeAmerica akauya nayo akamhanya ku Mozambique akanoisa mu account ku Mozambique. The US government inotosvikira Mozambique kuwana mari iyoyo. Vanotovaudzwa kuti ukasadzorera mari yedu hatikupei oil, hatutenge huku dzako, ma-export enyu ese tinoavhara, munomama mukasatidzorera mari yedu. And yet mari yeAfrica inobiwa every hour, every minute, and we can't even get 1 cent back. Wakambonzwa nyika ichienda ku Switzerland ichiti tichakuinvadai mukasatidzorera mari yedu? Has any African country ever done that? Where does Black Lives Matter? Where are they then? Don't get upset because I'm white and white people shouldn't say such things or ask such questions. Usatarise ganda rangu. Rather be angry because you already know the answers to my questions and you are doing nothing about it. Inini basa rangu nderekutaura chokwadi. Iwe wakugumbuka nekuti zvataurwa nemurungu. Just because I'm white, it doesn't mean I must not address certain issues because I'll sound racist. Vamwe varungu vanotonyara kutaura pamusoro pezvinhu zvakadai because they'll be seen as racist. Manje inini, I don't care. Only if we start saying things zvazviri are we going to find solutions to these problems. I am African. I am Zimbabwean. Kana zvakushota, hazvinditadzise kudya sadza. Apa sadza racho handiridyire kumba kwako. So, ironically, most of the whites who support Black Lives Matter don't actually live Black Lives Matter in their day-to-day lives. Would you rather have me on your side telling you the truth, telling you how we can practically fix Africa, addressing issues that most people don't want to talk about? Or would you prefer to have someone who on the outside supports Black Lives Matter, but on the inside, it's only because it's fashionable, it's only because they get a tax break, it's only because they get more business, it's only because their Facebook page will look nice, but they actually don't want to address the real reasons why Africa and black people in general are poor. Go and protest about one guy from America who was murdered by a white racist cop. Protest about that. A guy who at one time held up, and this is ironic again, a pregnant black lady at gunpoint. Go and protest about that guy while Africa is being raped, pillaged, and looted wakatarisa. And in most cases, uchipembera uchizviona. It's time to get upset. Get upset about the real thing.